After a dog arrived at a shelter with a note, staff learned the tragic story of her owner. Crystal Crisp knew she could no longer care for her beloved dog, Shell, so she dropped her at St. Louis shelter along with a note. But Crisp then met with a tragic end. For the stray rescue of St. Louis shelter, admitting an abandoned dog was nothing new. But when a pup named Shell arrived on the center's doorstep in the fall of 2018, it was accompanied by a moving note from the dog's owner, Crystal Crisp. Then the shelter staff found out what had really happened to the woman who left her pet behind. The Stray Rescue of St. Louis has had a simple mission since its founding in 1998. It wants to help create a compassionate city where every companion animal knows health, comfort, and affection, according to the shelter's website. The shelter also envisions St. Louis as a place where no stray is euthanized merely because he or she has been abandoned, abused, or neglected. Instead, the stray rescue team hits the streets to locate abandoned pets and bring them into the center. And the stray rescue staff have found plenty of animals abandoned on the streets of St. Louis. Virtually all the pets we save have been abused and neglected. They've been dumped on highways or remote country roads, in public parks, empty houses, and dark alleys, the center's website explains. We've rescued animals from the torment of being bait dogs or prize fighters in dogfighting rings. The Stray Rescue Post continues. We've even saved dogs left chained behind buildings and locked in houses after the owners have moved away. And all of these efforts have paid off. Stray Rescue of St. Louis has reportedly grown into the city's biggest no-kill shelter. On top of that, staffers are able to reach out to the community's pet owners to teach them how best to care for their animals, thus preventing more four-legged friends from ending up in the shelter. And while Stray Rescue staff have certainly seen countless heartbreaking cases over their 20 years of service to the St. Louis community, a dog left on their doorstep in the fall of 2018 made international headlines. That was because the little pooch named Shell came with a touching note from her owner, Crystal Crisp, 46. To Stray Rescue, Crisp's note began, I am writing you because I need you to take my dog, Shell. My mother adopted Shell from Stray Rescue around 2009 or 2010. In 2012, she had a massive stroke and now has Alzheimer's. So in 2012, Shell came to live with me. Crisp then revealed the reason why she, too, had to leave Shell behind. I've been fighting cancer for a few months, and if you're reading this, I lost my battle, she wrote. But as her life was coming to an end, Crisp wanted to make sure of one thing. I need for my baby girl to be taken care of in a home with one person, Crisp wrote. And it seemed that Shell had many qualities that people would enjoy. Shell is a very sweet girl, her owner added. Crisp did warn that Shell had been through a lot, so she has trouble with trust in the beginning, but the dog was nonetheless smart and independent, her owner maintained. She loves to cuddle but doesn't like to be carried, Crisp explained. The note contained more information, apparently, but Stray Rescue of St. Louis only shared that portion on its Facebook page. This was enough to resonate with readers, though. The image subsequently garnered hundreds of reactions. The media caught on too, partly because of what happened next. The day after Crisp surrendered Shell, emergency services fielded a call reporting an apartment fire in the Afton district of St. Louis. Once inside of the burning property, the first responders found Crisp's body. She had died from a self-inflicted gunshot wound, and authorities later deemed the incident to be a suicide. Nobody was hurt by the fire, thankfully, but the source of the blaze was still to be determined. Crisp's friend Sharon Heister Harris informed KMOV4 that although Shell's owner had previously overcome breast cancer, the condition had returned in the months prior to Crisp's death. I think she just decided she couldn't deal with it anymore, Heister Harris explained. Crisp had nonetheless looked out for her dog before taking her own life, and her story and letter tugged at the heartstrings of countless readers. People reported that Stray Rescue had received an onslaught of applications following the media coverage of the incident. And from all the hopeful applicants, Stray Rescue staff found someone they considered to be the perfect for the role. The woman they chose had lost her own pet in July of 2018, a dog named Trenton that she'd also adopted from Stray Rescue. She just felt so drawn to Shell. Wasting no time, she filled out an application and was here the very next morning. Stray Rescue's Facebook post about the adoption stated, "The two of them hit it off and she knew it was definitely the right time." So the woman took Shell home, and the dog quickly felt at ease in her new surroundings. She says Shell is already running the house and that they're inseparable. Stray Rescue's post continued, before adding that it was the happy ending that everyone had hoped for. Stray Rescue concluded by stating that it was honored to have fulfilled the final wish of Shell's mom, who's no longer with us. The shelter's final vow to the dog they saved: "We promise she'll be spoiled for the rest of her life," the Facebook post concluded.